Okay, happy, thankful Thursday, guys. I don't know what my phone's doing. My phone's doing this really strange thing where wherever I move, the phone's just moving. But welcome to Thankful Thursday. My name is Marsha B. Good morning, good day to Lara and Beverly. Thank you so much for just chatting already in the chat box. I don't know how you guys are feeling today. It is Thursday. It's your lady here, Marsha B. I am so many things, so many things. Good day, Glennis. Rich rising to you all. So my name is Marsha B. I am a designer. I'm a creative director of SoloFlair Limited. I am a mother of 6. I'm a pattern cutter. And I always say I'm an alchemist. I turn my pain into power. I'm also a designer with a difference. Today I wanted to share a story. Well, it's not actually like it's a story. It's a testimony as well. I wanted to share something that happened to my children and I way back in 2021. It was quite a stressful year, and I was reflecting on it yesterday because I went to visit. I think they call themselves Global Women of Today down in Battersea, and the ladies that were talking, they were in the ages of in between 60 and 80. I still can't believe some of these women were that age. However, one of the ladies on the right side of me said to me, sometimes what you're going through is not as bad as the next person. And I thought to myself, I think it would be perfect to share the story of what happened to me in 2021. So there was a lot of things that were significant moments in 2021. In May, my mum's neighbour was causing some issues. And unfortunately, when I went round to speak to these people, I ended up getting assaulted by the neighbour's daughter. And for some strange reason, I was the one that ended up being arrested. Imagine mother of 6 being arrested at my mum's house, had 3 police cars come to pick me up. That was one of the moments that I just thought, I can't believe this is happening. That was May 2021. I was in June. This is like a confession, but also a testimony. You'll see where I'm going. So that happened in May. In June, I was asked to go to attend court, and the judge, bless him, he said, due to the nature of the issue, I wasn't going to get told off. I was just given a fine because I actually had, after being assaulted, I had pushed the lady back, but she dramatized it and said I'd really hurt her. And I was like, you've assaulted me, but I ended up getting the rap for it. So that was June 2021. In August of 2021, I was celebrating with my family my dad's 10-year anniversary, which was quite stressful. September. Now, I was married on the 18th of September, 2000. So 18th of September, 2021 would have been my anniversary. Obviously, for those that know, my husband died of lung cancer. And I remember that day because I remember going and speaking to my mum about a conversation I'd had in one of my cousin's weddings. And my mum's reaction was really bad to the question that I'd asked her. And she told me, unfortunately, she didn't want me to stay in the house and asked me to leave. So I was quite upset on this particular day. And the reason why I remember that, because then the next day, we had a house fire. And this is why I've called the title today, The Fire, because the fire for me was quite a pivotal moment in my life where I realised a lot of things. It's almost like it was a ricochet effect. So, I've had all of these things happening. Now, on the Sunday night, on the 19th of September, I was dozing away in my bed and I heard the electric trip. And I remember my children saying, Mum, the Wi-Fi is gone. If I've shared the story before, I apologise for those that have heard, but I'm sharing it again. So Children said the Wi-Fi is gone, and I went downstairs to go and check the electric box just to put whichever fuse had jumped or tripped. And as I looked into the kitchen, I could see near the tumble dryer black smouldering smoke, guys. And I was looking, thinking, am I dreaming? Am I actually seeing smoke? So I said to the children, can you go upstairs, come downstairs, make sure Daniel's got his shoes on, please get out of the house immediately. Now, within that time, guys, this was probably within no word of a lie, about a minute of me saying that and the children coming out the house. I went back upstairs to get my keys, my purse, and my phone. Couldn't think of anything else to pick up. Came back downstairs, closed my living room door, which was a fire door. And as I was just coming out the house, I could see flames. And I was like, oh, Lord, I didn't know how quick fire could move, and fire is silent, guys. So I was really shooken up. The neighbours started coming out. Some of them took Daniel and the children into their house. Anyway, long story short, I had 2 wedding dresses, totaling up to like over a good £12,000 in my living room. And 2 fire engines came, they obviously took the fire out, and I was just standing there in disbelief, like, is this really happening to me? Anyway, the inspector or the head fireman came and said, you can't go back in there. It's inhabitable. You're going to have to stay somewhere for the night. However, they've gone into the living room, and the 2 wedding dresses and my sofa had come out untouched. Now, why am I sharing this story? I couldn't go back to my house. I've been in that house for 12 years. I'd had 12 years of things that I've collated, and I was just thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. We were put in a bed sit, and I remember reflecting on this yesterday, because in that bed sit that was put in, there was people that their stories, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm sitting here with no house. I've got no clothes. The clothes that we did our best to take from the house, we took it to the laundrette. I think they washed it about 7 or 8 times. Couldn't get the smell out, the smell of smoke out of the clothes. We had to literally throw quite a lot of things. And just seeing some of the people in this bedsit, I was like, you know what, Marsh, there's a lot of people worse off than us right now. I'm here today to give thanks. I'm here today because even though, I moved back into the house after 8 months, the house didn't feel the same. And I did, for a short moment, question and say, like, God, I don't understand why this is happening, but there's a bigger reason why we've had this house fire. Now, I've had people give me gifts that got damaged in smoke. Basically, 95% of my house was thrown out. I was a person that collected a lot of shoes, especially a brand called A Regular Choice. I had about 15 pairs of shoes. My dad's coat, when he died, I was given his Crombie coat that had got damaged. And I was left with 5% of that house. 5% wasn't a lot. It was literally the clothes on my back, a couple of pieces, a table, a sofa, and that was it. I did ask God, why did it happen, for a moment? And then I was like, do you know what? You're actually alive, Marsh. Your children and you are alive. Because I keep looking back thinking, at that moment, I was half asleep. I could have dozed off, heard the children saying the Wi-Fi had gone, and I could have said, I'm not tapping eyes and just gone and go sleep. And we wouldn't be here today. I'm sharing this story. There is another part of after the fire, but I can't actually explain it just yet. There's going to be part 2 for the fire, right? But I have looked at my journey of 2021, and when I'm going through tough times, I look back to that year, because I'm like, Marsh, you was arrested in May. I know I've got my sister Kirsty on the line, and she's seen it and she's heard it all, and she's like, oh my gosh, my big sister's actually crazy. I was arrested in May. I was given a fine in court in June. I had some sibling troubles just before my dad's memorial. I had a disagreement with my mum the day before the house fire. We had a house fire, and I'm like, could it get any worse? It actually did get worse, guys, but I can't talk about that matter because I probably would not, I'd probably go over the 20 minutes. I want to share some scriptures, right, that got me through these tough times, because I'm like, sometimes I think, how am I still here, God? How am I really still here? Because you would have thought some of these things I experienced would actually make me crazy, but that wasn't my portion. Some of these scriptures I've probably shared before on another call, but I'm telling you guys, these are the scriptures that have literally got me and my children through probably the hardest year of our life in 2021. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. My favourite scripture, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. 2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. Psalms 34:17 and 18. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. James 2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And the last one from Deuteronomy 3:31-6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Guys, when I was going through 2021, I had to read scriptures to keep me sane. I had to keep reading these scriptures because I didn't know where we're going to be going back into our own home. I had to read these scriptures because even though I come from a big family, I felt like I didn't actually have support when I was going through what I was going through in 2021. And I keep sitting on, God will never leave me and he will never forsake me. When I had that house fire, I remember I had a video. I did a live. I don't even know if the live's still on my profile. And I remember talking about how I was grateful for being alive, guys. Within 2 minutes of that fire, it could have been different. It could have been, I had an argument with my mum the day before. She told me to come out of her house, and her daughter and children are no longer here. That wasn't our portion. So I'm always sharing our life story with my clients, family and friends, because I'm testament that God is real. I'm testament that he has never left us. He's never forsaken us, even when I didn't know, where the money was coming from to buy back the material, the housing stuff. A community in Northamptonshire, actually, the amount of people that bought us food, the amount of people that bought us clothes. My partner, bless him, because obviously he was living in London, I was living in Northampton. He bought cooker, clothes, to the point where we had so much I didn't actually know what to do with it. I was like, okay, guys, can you please just... God will send his soldiers to you when you least expect it. I really hope that by me sharing parts of my story, that it encourages someone on the motivational call to let you know tough times don't last, okay? There's a quote and it says, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Keep your head strong. Keep moving forward with unwavering determination. Now, I switched the last bit up, and I'll read it again, but I'll put the words that I put in here. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Keep your head strong. Keep moving forward with unwavering faith. Remember, I told you guys I am a woman of faith. I'm also a rebuild queen. I just want to big up, as always, Mrs. Nikki Sutherland. If you would like to join the rebuild community, I'm urging you, I'm pleading with you, whoever's a female, if you're going through life, which we are all going through life, and you're looking for a sisterhood, you're looking for, we've got so much experience, we've got so much, there's women of valor in the group, there's women of substance, you know. I'm still growing, guys, I'm still learning, I'm still on a journey, but every single woman that's in this sisterhood, we've all got a story, we've all got, no one is less than, no one, we're all just beautiful women connecting and sharing and growing and learning and loving and laughing and, you know, elevating. And as the word for this year is, we're also thriving. I would encourage you to get back to the person who got you onto this call. Join the rebuild community. We're going from strength to strength. You're going to see a lot of changes. Oh my gosh, as my sister just put in the group, the comments. Okay, so there's a song that I've been playing and she's just put it in here. It's called Never Gonna Let Me Down. Oh, don't get me started. I can't keep coming on a motivational call crying, you know. This is not how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to come on here and motivate you guys. But yeah, from Jordan G. Welch. If you can all find it later on, ladies and gentlemen, he's never going to let you down. He's never going to let you down because I'm here. I'm here. My family could have been burying us, but that is not the case. And I have to say, thanks be to God that I can look back now and say, wow, 2021 was a rough year, you know. Don't get me started in chat password, but it was a rough year. It was a rough year for me and my children. And I keep looking back now and going, you know what, God, but it was tough. There were so many challenges, but it's actually changed me to become a better person. I don't have as much stuff now. I'm not as materialistic. I'll be real with you. Maybe God had to burn up all the things and damage it to say, Marsh, you're always focusing on these damn shoes. Like, focus on me first. And now I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear you. I've got breath. My children are alive. No one was damaged. You know what I mean? I had a lot of beautiful things in there. I did lose a lot of paperwork. It does upset me that some days I look back and think, oh my goodness, that, you know, all your memorabilia stuff was damaged. But like you said, Donna, but God, seriously, but God. Play us out with the song, sis. Oh my gosh. I don't know, because I'm on my phone, Gary. Let me see. I don't know if you're able to hear it. If I find it quickly on my... Oh, look at that. How is it on my phone straight away? Wow. Wow. I must be rinsing out this track, man. This is why, Kirsty, you're good, you know. How is it just on my phone? Can you hear it? If you can hear it, just drop in a comment. You can hear the song, please, guys. It's never going to let you down, guys. Just trust in him alone. Seriously. I need to stop these tears, boy.